Hey guys, SK here, back with another Clash Royale video. Hope you guys are all doing well. As of today, the global tournament is officially underway. I just got back from the gym, and so in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys 5 of, in my opinion, the best decks to use to have success in this double evolution tournament. So as we can see, it is the normal battle game mode. There's not going to be any special funny shenanigans going on, no sudden death, no triple elixir or anything like that. It's going to last for 4 days, and we play with 2 evolutions. That is generally the new norm that we have been used to for a while now, even though I'm not too big of a fan of it. Pretty noteworthy right now, the Void Spell is a new card that was released as of this season, but it's actually going to be banned, so we can't play it in the tourney, which I do like. You know, I think that's something that they implemented that I actually agree with. I think it's going to be cool to have this old meta, I suppose. Speaking of old meta, though, one important thing about this global tourney is that the balance changes have not come into effect yet. You know, they had that really ridiculous glitch where they tried to implement the balances without maintenance, and then it resulted in those golden chests giving 50 billion champions to everyone. So they reverted the balances, and they're still not done. So we're actually going to be playing on the old patch of Clash Royale, even though balances are due very soon. I think they're not going to come into effect before this global tourney, or I'm not entirely sure, but that is something to take note of. So keep that in mind, guys. As I mentioned in today's video, I do have 5 decks that I've specifically curated for you guys to have success. These are a little bit more unconventional than my normal decks because I have quite a few beatdown decks, which hopefully I can play well with. You know, I'm undefeated 5-0 in the tourney right now, and I'm going to be trying to go for 10 wins, 1 with each deck, of course, so hopefully I can do well. Going to have to adapt my playstyle and everything, but all these decks will be in the description below if you guys would like to copy any of them. And without further ado, let's get right into the deck breakdown and gameplay. So starting out, we have Giant. I don't really have to give much of an introduction to this deck. This is probably the most popular deck on ladder last season, either this or Giant Pump. I decided to include this one because I just don't like Pump in terms of its playstyle. I feel like it's a pretty toxic card, and, you know, I'd rather just... I mean, this is still a very toxic variant, don't get me wrong. Giant Lightning is not really anything that I respect very much, but this is very popular. I saw there was at least 50 out of 200 Giant players in the top 200 towards the end season last season on top ladder, so this deck's very strong. We have the Evo Bomber and the Evo Knight, both of which are due to receive nerfs, especially the Evo Bomber, but again, the balances are not into effect yet, so this should be pretty solid. We have Phoenix as air defense, LP as pretty much one of the strongest cards in the entire game right now, very good all-rounder champion, and we have a Fisherman to help against other Giant decks and just generally ground control. So I feel like this deck kind of plays itself. You know, it's not going to be too tricky to use, so hopefully I should be okay. This is actually probably my first time ever playing this deck because, again, I really don't respect this deck very much. I faced it so much last season with Xbow, and it did not work out at all, so it's a very bad matchup for Xbow Cycle. So hopefully, you know, this one will be alright. We do see a Drill player, so I'm just going to go for a Bomber. I feel like Drill actually does pretty well against this Giant deck, but nice Bomber. I'm actually just going to Giant the back, to be honest. I feel like it's a pretty safe play. You know, I don't think you can really get punished for Giant the back, so I'm going to go for that and build up a big push. He's probably going to have a Tesla in here. Yeah, there's a Tesla right there. I'm actually going to try something a bit unconventional. I'm going to go Knight to tank for the Bomber, and then it's going to splash both, unfortunately. But then I can go LP to snipe this Tesla once it gets on my push. Okay, that was really bad, guys. I would not advise doing that, but I'm actually going to go for a Lightning on this LP as well before we can go ability. And that's going to be... yeah, we're going to force out a Drill on defense, which, you know, no one really wants to do. And then I can Bomber the bridge and maybe get some connections on the tower. We are going to get 1 bounce on the tower. Honestly, that's good enough. Like, 1 Bomber bounce on the tower is pretty solid. I think I can just ignore this Knight because we do have a Duchess, and even if it got like 1 or 2 hits maybe, I could pretty much just ignore that because we are playing a beatdown deck. But honestly, guys, I'm not really sure how to play this matchup specifically. You know, Drill, I feel like it does okay against Giant decks. But we'll have to see. I think I'm going to have to overwhelm him most likely. Probably get a bunch of Lightnings to help with my pushes. I don't think I can just go for random Giants. The Phoenix is unfortunately just going to die, but it's all good. I'll actually just go for the arrows right now to chip out a bit. He's going to go for a Drill. And Poison. Pretty aggressive, I suppose, but I'll just go for the Knight. Now, I am worried, guys, because he might Bomber. I'm actually going to predict the Bomber with my own Bomber, because I know he has it in Cycle. Okay, did not work out, but I feel like that was worth it. You know, Evo Bomber is nothing to mess around with, and he did have it in Cycle right there, so I was just being a little bit careful. I think he's about to go for another Drill, if I'm not mistaken. I'll just Phoenix the back. Yeah, he's just Drill spamming a lot, which is what most Drill players do. I'll just go for the arrows to clean up everything. Very strong card. And I can just reset. I think I'll go with an LP the back. Okay, unfortunately, the Tesla is going to be pretty solid. I'll go for the Fisherman to try and snipe it a little bit. And then I'm going to have a decent push here, I feel. Evo Knight should put in work. We do force out the Poison. I'll go Phoenix. Oh, that's going to get on the LP, right? That's going to be very solid. Let me see. Phoenix should kill the LP, hopefully. Then I'll just giant the bridge, and if he goes for a Tesla, I can lightning it. Yup. And then the Evo Knight, guys, look at the Evo Knight just tanking for everything. Now I'll go for my own Fisherman for his Knight. Beautiful catch. And then Drill's going to come down, which I can arrows once it gets another hit. And that Giant's going to be on the tower. So, and look at that Fisherman still pulling everything. This is the power of Fisherman. It's going to whisk everything away. And that's just going to be GG's. Like, honestly, guys, this is my first time ever playing this deck, and it was not very hard to play. At all, and I don't even think this is that great of a matchup. I think that's just Lightning Arrow's range, to be honest. So, Lightning, Knight to bridge block in case he goes for a drill, and then I'll just Arrows to take the tower. So yeah, that's going to be the first win with Giant. Like, really easy win, honestly. I didn't have to do anything that special. I just kind of played solid, and the deck is very strong. You can pretty much beat anything. I didn't really use Evo Bomber to get much damage that game, but that is a big win condition. By the way, many of the decks you'll see today do have Evo Bomber. But next up, we do have the Goblin Drill, which is, you know, shouldn't be a surprise to any of you. Goblin Drill is actually due to receive a nerf in the upcoming balances, and it's pretty much the best deck in the game. I'd say Drill and Giant are tied for like the two best decks in the meta right now. So of course I wanted to show them first, you know, just very broken decks. So this is Drill. We do have, it's very standard, you know, we have Evo Knight, Evo Bomber. We have Poison Arrows. I actually did see this variant quite a lot. Normally you'd have a log in place of the arrows, but I did see this one quite a lot on top ladder. I think arrows are just so good. You know, you can clean so much stuff up with arrows. You can kill archers, kill firecrackers. They're also just really good at supporting the drills. Like, say they have swarm like Skarmy or Goblin gangs, you can just go for the arrows on everything and it'll be fine. Also, I'm just checking if my phone percent is fine because I'm not sure, but yeah, we're totally good in terms of battery. But yeah, arrows is really good. Poison is pretty much one of the best spells, if not the best spell in the game right now. I actually do for a nerf as well, but again, the balances are not in effect. Tesla's a very good building because we don't have too much air defense except for the LP poison arrows. So, I mean, arrows does help quite a lot. Like, but Tesla is, I think, a better fit than, say, a bomb tower or a cannon here, just because you want that kind of versatile defense. And then we have Skeleton just as a cycle card. So very standard drill deck. If you've been playing ladder at all, you've most definitely seen this deck around. So we're going to be playing with it right now. I feel like this deck pretty much plays itself. We're against TR Hogmaster. Let's see if he's playing Hog Rider, because if he is, I think I hard counter him. He says oops for some reason. I'm just going to go for a bomber. I don't know if he's saying good game as if he lost or if he wants to tie, but I'm not going to tie someone I don't even know. Anyway, we're going to go for a drill first play. There's like no risk in this play. And I'm going to poison, but I'm going to wait if he plays anything else. He does get the bar barrel as well, so I'll just take a poison on the bar barrel. Plus the LP, I mean, no real harm being a bit patient there. I think that should kill the LP. Okay, the bomber is going to help out. We're against Mortar right now. Okay, Mortar Graveyard it looks like. I'm going to go for the LP right now to snipe the Mortar. Thankfully, he does not night block in time. Looks like he tried to, but I'll just say well played, I guess, because he obviously wanted to block and just failed. Now, this is a bit tough because he might Graveyard right now. I'm just going to Tesla. I don't want to take any risks. Yeah, he is going to Graveyard. I kind of had a feeling. I'm going to have to Bomber as well, which should do really well against the Graveyard, actually. Yeah, we're going to take, like, maybe no hits at all from this. Yeah, that was like a perfect Graveyard defense, guys. Evo Bomber is actually very solid against Graveyard. So I'm going to go for a drill with this Bomber, and I'm not sure how he can stop this, really. Barb Barrel. Okay, actually, Barb Barrel full counters. But look at the Bomber, double bounce on the tower. Right there's exactly what I'm talking about, dude. This card is just unbelievably busted. And I don't know why he's BMing. He's being a little annoying right now, but I don't know how this matchup is. I don't really know how it goes traditionally. Goes for that. I think I'll do the same thing. Actually, yeah, I'll do the same thing. I'll go for my LP. Should get on the Mortar. Then I'll just poison everything, to be honest. Like, I don't really care. If he goes for a Graveyard, that's fine, because I should be fine. My Duchess is going to reload. I'll take one Mortar hit. Totally worth it, because I got full poison damage on him. If he goes for a Graveyard, it'll be a bit annoying, but I feel like we'll be okay. What I do have to worry about is that he's now back to his Evo Mortar, guys. Very important no matter what deck you're playing. You need to count their Evo cycles, and so he's back to his Evo Mortar next. That's going to be a bit tough, so I have to keep that in mind. Oh, right there, actually. It does come down. I almost didn't get anything down in time. I'm going to get my Evo Knight, and then I'm just going to poison on defense. To be honest with you, I don't want to take any chances against that. I'll arrows as well. Like, I just need all of this dead. We're going to kill the Evo Knight. He does go for that Guardian ability. I'm going to go for the LP and Skeletons. Honestly, okay, this is looking a little tough, but I should be... Oh, no, I'm not fine. I have to Bomber as well. Oh, God, that's a lot of damage. Honestly, good punish by him. Let me Tesla, because that cannot afford to get on my tower. Even if the Knight's going to block, which is pretty obvious. Like, I can't let that happen. Bomber's going to double bounce on the Mortar, I think, which is huge. Please... Okay, I'm going to go Skelly just to distract, because, yeah, that would have been a hit on my tower otherwise. Or it might have been. And he's actually coming back now, which is scary. I don't like this. I don't know if this matchup is that great for me, to be honest, because, I mean, he has good pressure. It's very annoying. But I should be fine. I have to poison again. Yeah, this is not that great. I'll arrows as well. That should be no mortar hits. I really need that to be no mortar hits. Oh, of course it's... Dude, they always get, like, 1, I swear to God. I'm gonna go for the LP. He goes for a naked graveyard. Evo Knight plus Skellies, maybe? I don't really want to spend more than this. I really don't, if I don't have to. Nice, Tesla's gonna be... Wait, okay, it's on the mortar, thank God. I have to go for a drill with this LP. Kind of realized very late. Yeah, that was kind of bad, to be honest. I'm gonna poison the LP, though. We'll get a little bit of chip. Nice, poison is gonna clip those skeletons, so we'll get a few goblin stabs. And then the Knight in the other lane is also gonna do pretty good. But the problem is he's gonna go for another mortar right now, and I don't know how to feel about that. So... Tesla, he's going to graveyard for sure. Yep, so I'm going to go for the bomber on the graveyard. And I might have to arrows on defense. I'm going to drill to pressure while defending. I am going to... that was not a good arrows, but I thought I had to. So I'll get some stabs, though. Drill is pretty busted. And, dude, this is so tense. This is really anyone's game at this point. I'm not really sure. I'm going to predict a mortar with a Tesla, maybe. That would be nice. Okay, we caught the LP. That's pretty good. I mean, he's going to go ability, but we still catch him. Then I can go like this, bomber, skellies, Evo Knight, honestly, like, kind of need to get a Knight down. And I'm just going to arrows, because I don't want to take any, like, stray hits. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this, guys. I'm going to get my LP down, so I get my 3-card cycle going. Then I'm going to drill while his tower is not full. And I'm going to Tesla to snipe that LP. I'm going to take a poison. It's a little aggressive, but I need the tower damage. Goes LP ability. Not going to be on the Tesla. Going to protect my Tesla, because I need it to stay alive. To help out again and like win this bridge battle. Then I'll drill again to pressure. I'm not looking at his other side right now. I'm just going to arrows on defense. And then we are going to get some nice damage. That's just 2 poisons. I'm just going to go for the double poisons right now. Goes for a graveyard. I'm going to do this. I'm going to like full defend everything. Arrows on the tower. And then just poison on the tower. And I think we win. Yeah, thank God, guys. That was tense, dude. That was tense. I don't think that was that great of a matchup for me. Maybe it was like close to even or something. But it looks like he's being a good sport in the end, even though he was like BMing the whole time. But yeah, that was intense, man. That one was really intense. Kind of just had to play well. That is actually a pretty popular deck. I would say that deck, if you guys want to play like Mortar, that's the best Mortar deck in the meta. I faced it quite a lot last season, actually. We do also get our Bomber Mastery Max, so that's cool right there. But yeah, you know, this is a pretty solid Mortar deck. That was a very hard-fought battle, but as you can see, this deck pretty much can beat anything. Like, I feel like that one was a little tricky. Maybe he didn't play as good as he should have in some situations, but for the most part, he played okay. But this deck can outplay anything. Like, I don't think it has any necessarily bad matchups or hard counters. I think it might have some tough matches, but you can literally beat any deck with this, especially because you have Poison Arrows. Such a versatile spell combination. Moving on, we have Lava Hound, and I'm a little bit nervous, guys, because I never play Lava Hound. So I hope I can do okay with this right now, but we'll have to see. But we're playing LavaLoon, and this is actually a surprisingly good deck in the meta as of last season. I think there were quite a few Lava players in the top 200. A few of my friends, Dominic, Rakan, were pretty high up. Welcome as well, and some in the top 10 as well, I believe, and many in the top 50, I think. So Lava's pretty solid, even though I like never really play it. I hope I can do okay today. It does pretty well against Dagger Duchess because she's going to run out of daggers if the Lava tanks for all of them, and then you can really overwhelm them with a big push. Also, Evo Zap, another card that's due to get nerfed in the balances, and it's not really getting nerfed yet. So the balances aren't out yet, so we're going to still be able to abuse the overpowered Evo Zap. Like, it can kill so much. It can kill like archers, you know. I think it can even kill Evo archers. Like Arrow Zap can kill Skeleton Dragons, stuff like that. So I think even Evo Zap can kill Skeleton Dragons by itself. I don't know, but pretty ridiculous. We have guards as well. I think this deck does okay against Drill. Like, unless they have arrows, then I think Drill actually counters. But I did see some of my Lava friends beating Drill. So I think Lava playstyle, you know, Lava first play is solid. I'm not a Lava Hound player, I'm going to be honest with you guys right now. Also, you'll notice I don't have Evo Zap unlocked on this account, but I can still play it in the tourney, because they do allow every single Evo except for the newest one, which is the Wizard in this season. So pretty important, guys, to note, even if you don't have everything maxed, you can still, or unlocked, you can still play it in the GT. Pretty cool feature. Into a game against Bloom. Let's give it good luck. Honestly, I'm going to leak, but I might just Lava first play, because I feel like it's a pretty good starting play. Yeah, I'm just going to Lava first play. He goes for the log. He's technically down 2. I can just Lava Hound. So we're up against some kind of cycle deck, obviously. Goes for the Knight. What else is he going to go for? Knight plus Miner. Okay, I'll ignore the wall breakers, and I'll just go guards on the Miner. I don't know if this is a good play, but I feel like it's good. Now I don't know what to do, if I should go... Okay, I'll go Scaly Drags. I didn't know if I should go Scaly Drags or Balloon, but I obviously need to kill that LP. So we're going to go like that. He's playing Miner. I'm going to go for a Balloon right now because his Duchess is very low on charge. Bomb Tower is a pain, but hopefully I can get a connection. I don't know if I can, actually. The other Duchess is going to help out. Okay, this is bad. Maybe we'll get death damage? No, dude, Duchess is so busted. Okay, this is not good. I actually don't really know what to do in this situation, to be honest with you guys. I took a lot of damage. I don't think it's worth it to, like, sack everything and just full defend. Like, that's not really how Lava Hound works, so I'm not sure. But at the same time, a tower trade is not really bad for Lava, so I'm just going to Lava again. I really don't know if this is, like, what you're supposed to do, guys, but I'm just going to try my best. Hopefully I don't embarrass myself. I'm going to need to get this eye drag on offense. The good news is that he has a bomb tower, which means he doesn't have, like, a Tesla. That would be a lot more annoying, actually. So I can ignore this entire Miner. I will actually just arrows to kill the wall break.
Excuse me, don't you know who I am?
Alright guys, my recording kind of died out, but I'm back now. I don't know what happened, yeah, what I was saying was that this sequence did not really go too terribly for me. Like, I ended up getting quite a lot of damage, so I'm okay with it. He's probably going to go Minor Wall Breakers pretty soon. There's the bomb tower. I'm waiting for the Minor Wall Breakers. Evo Knight. I might just sack this entire thing. Yeah, I'm going to sack that. Oh, that is a lot of elixir spent. I think I should be able to get his tower. That's a good poison, but eye drag is getting awfully close, guys. Hold up. Let me zap the goblins, then let me go for the loon. Eye drag is gonna do some work. Then I think I lava again, maybe? The Duchess is still low on charge, which is huge. I'll arrows to kill that LP. I should have gone arrows as soon as I could. But yeah, we're gonna take the tower, which is huge. Wait, no we're not. Wait, what? Oh my god, wait. Am I not gonna take the tower? I might have to Evo Bomber him. He's gonna Knight. Evo Bomber, come on. I need this so bad. Okay, we do get one. I have to Evo Zap as well. I think I'll barely take the tower. I think. Yeah, thank god. Okay, nice. Evo Zap is so broken, guys. And now, I'm going to Lava in the pocket because I have a lot coming down on the board right now that he still has to respond to. Plus, that Duchess is so low. Like, this is definitely a good Lava Hound. Yeah, Luna, I'm going to 3-crown him, dude. Oh my god, this is wild. Yeah, we're going to 3-crown. I didn't even look at my tower. But yeah, we won. So, okay, I think that was, you know, that is how you play Lava Hound. Like, I can't really say I'm a as I said, I can't say I'm a Lava player. I never play this card. But that worked out very well. Like, we're going to get 1,000 gold as well. But yeah, that worked out really well. That was actually a good matchup, I think. He only had a bomb tower. If he had a Tesla, it might have been a pretty good matchup for him. But we did face Minor Wall Breakers. I actually saw this deck, like, one guy, Teabag, was, like, top 200 with it, I think, last season. But yeah, 3 crown. I mean, Lava Hound is also good for crowns, guys. If you want crowns, which are the differentiator in the global tourney, then, you know, not too bad at all. But yeah, I mean, Lava first play, I think is pretty solid. You don't want to overcommit on defense too much with this deck. You want to build pushes. Tower trades are good for you, as you saw. Like, and as you saw at the end, especially, Lava Hound is so good at overwhelming the Dagger Duchess, especially as you get later on into the match, when you just keep playing troops and the Duchess is 0 charge. Like, it's so much worse than a Cannoneer or a Princess Tower on defense against Lava Hound. So I think that's why this deck is doing very good in the meta. But yeah, nice Lava win. Next up, we have a deck that I really like, Royal Giant, and I don't play RG very much, but I'm a big fan of it, honestly. I think RG is actually getting a buff in the upcoming balances. Like, the Evo's getting a slight nerf, but the base RG is getting an HP buff, so it's going to equate to the same thing, and base RGs will be good. But as you see, we have another Evo Bomber, guys. I'm sorry, but, like, Evo Bomber is just so busted, like, there's no reason not to use it. I believe it had, like, a 75% use rate in the top 200 last season or something like that. Something ridiculous, like 150 out of 200 players playing it. It's just so busted, so unfair. But yeah, I'm playing with the Fireball Barb Barrel. This is a pretty standard RG deck. We have the very standard support. Fisherman to help. It's like the best support card with RG, one of the best synergy in the game, because you have great defense, and you also can whisk stuff away from the RG. It's a very standard bread and butter RG support card. Then we have the Ghost, also very standard, because it's good for pressure. It's also good against drill in this meta. It's a good drill counter, so that helps quite a bit. Then we have Phoenix as your only air defense. We actually don't have much air defense here. I guess if you, like, really don't want to lose to Lava Hound, you can replace the E-Spirit with maybe a Hunter or a Little Prince even. But this is the standard RG deck that all the good RG players were using on ladder last season. Esports just there to help the cycle. And I think RG is a pretty hard deck to define in terms of its play style. Like, you can't really just play it in one way. Like, I can say, oh, you just always RG the back and build up big pushes, or you just RG the bridge and build up big pushes. Like, it really depends on the matchup, and hopefully I can show you guys how to play it today. I'd say I'm okay at RG. I've actually been meaning to learn it a bit more because it's a very solid deck. But it really does depend. It's like a very high skill deck, honestly. High skill ceiling. You can accomplish so much with this archetype. Bomber plus Zap tells me it could be Lava Hound. Oh god, dude, I think we're against Lava Hound. That is such a bad sign because... okay, I'm going to RG. I think it's Lava Hound, so I'm just going to go for the Royal Giant right now. And he goes for the guards. Okay, let me Bar Barrel. Come on, I need to hit this in time. No, I didn't. And yeah, I might lose the game, guys. Honestly, this is a really bad matchup. Unfortunately, right as I said that we have some, like, struggle against Lava Hound, we match Lava Hound. I have to go for, like, the late Phoenix, then a Fireball and everything. We're going to take a lot of damage. That's, like, all I could really do to defend that, though, to be honest. Pretty interesting Zap. I guess it was an okay play. He didn't really need it, though. But yeah, now he could just loon the bridge and I'm dead. I did mess up, though. I should have gone, like, Bar Barrel as soon as I saw the guards. But yeah, this is a really bad matchup. I literally only have a Phoenix, so I don't really know how I'm going to do this. BM on the side. I think I'll just RG again, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'm just going to RG. He's probably going to eye drag on it and, like, get away with a free defense. Yeah, it's so broken. But E-Spirit, come on, E-Spirit. I need you to do me a solid here. Yes, okay, E-Spirit's going to help me out. So I'm actually maybe going to take his tower, which is very big. You know, that would be wonderful. Yeah, Ghost is going to put in work. So we're in this game, even though it looks really bad. This does suck, though. This is like the last matchup I wanted to have against RG. Or with RG. I'm going to do this, guys. I'm going to Barb Barrel to distract the eye drag. Then once it's on the barb, I'm going to go Phoenix to kill the eye drag first. That should actually be a pretty good defensive strategy. Then I'm going to Fireball to kill those minions, keep the Phoenix alive. And we're actually going to be alive right now. Even though it doesn't look great, we are alive. I don't think he's back to eye drag. I can, like, RG the pocket if I need to. I think I will. I think I'll go, like, RG Evo Bomber. Oh, he goes Bomber himself. Let me do this, guys. Let me go RG, then Bomber for the guards and E-Spirit. Oh, we caught him. Come on. Yeah, that's 2 bounces on the tower, guys. That was a pretty good play by me. The problem is now he's about to go in with this massive push, and I can't really stop it. So I'll do this. Ghost to pressure. I'm going to force out the minions, which are not going to kill it. Oh, okay, they are. Never mind. Wow. Wow, okay, I don't know if I survive this, guys. I don't think I survive it. I can go RG like this, though. And then I'm going to distract the eye drag again, like this. Bar Barrel to snipe the bomber, maybe. We might take tower. And I'm back to a second Phoenix for defense. I need to Fireball on defense as well. Yo, there's actually no way I'm like, I might win this. There's no way. Okay, my Phoenix might die, though. Dude, there's actually no way. Guys, I'm actually so hyped. What? Okay. Wow. Like, I'm kind of speechless. We just destroyed Lava Hound, and it's a really bad matchup. Like, I hope you guys are proud of me. That was crazy. Like, tower trade situation and just good defense all around, good pressure. That was clean. I think the only mistake I really made in that game was not going for the Bar Barrel on the guards before the E-Spirit clipped, because Bar Barrel E-Spirit does kill guards, but that was a beautiful win. Like, that was a really bad matchup, I'm pretty sure anyway. Like, I literally only have a Phoenix. I don't see how I can really beat that. I think he didn't play it very well, and I played it well, so I hope you guys are proud of that win. That was awesome. But yeah, that is how you do it, I guess. RG. So far, we're undefeated, guys. Actually, really good video so far. Like, actually really happy with this. Moving on, we have Xbow Cycle. By the way, before we move on, actually, RG, I feel like it has a much better matchup spread than that. Like, I think it doesn't do well against Drill, but it should be winnable because you have Ghost, you have Bomber. It should do okay against some of the other, like, Giant decks. I think it actually does well against Giant because we have Fisherman and stuff, so I think that's one of the things making it solid in the meta. If you don't get Lava Hound, you should be good. Moving on, we have Xbow Cycle. I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm going to be upfront. I'm only really choosing this deck because I love it. It's my favorite deck in the game. If you want to actually play Xbow Cycle, I'll recommend this deck to you guys, which is Bomber Bow, where we have the Bomber instead of the Archers and the Poison instead of the Fireball. I think this is a much better deck in the meta, and it's actually what I used to reach 3200 twice last season, but I am just a big fan of 3.0, so I'm playing it right now. As for how to play the deck, there's not much I can say in like a brief synopsis, because unless you play Xbow Cycle, it's not going to be easy to play. But I will say that the main goal is to get Xbow locks, of course, either by outcycling your opponent or by outplaying them and getting connections that way. You can also spell cycle if it's hard to break through, and you have very solid defense with the Evo Tesla, Evo Archers. Evo Archers about to receive a huge nerf. They're going to die to the arrows, which is going to be so bad, but right now they're not nerfed, so this is like the last time we can use them, probably like in the next few days. I'm running the E-Spirit because there's so much bats, Goblin Drill, Night Witch decks like Giant Night Witch that E-Spirit's kind of a necessary card in this deck. I would always normally advocate for Ice Spirit, but in this meta I'm actually suggesting E-Spirit, so we're going to go for the game with 3.0, and I think I should be fine, like, no matter what matchup it is, just because we're kind of low in the GT. I mean, it is just starting, so we're pretty high up in terms of, like, wins. Like, top 50 is only, like, 12 wins. We're pretty close to it, but you know what I mean. Like, it's still pretty early wins. But yeah, I'm just going to split my archers, see what's up in this game. Bomber first play. Bomber Skellies. Okay, Evo Bomber, Evo Skellies. I think this is Goblin Drill. If I had to guess, it could also be Royal Hogs, though. LP, I'm going to Fireball. I really don't think this is going to be Giant, guys, because we see the Evo Bomber, Evo Skellies, and if it was Giant, I feel like he would have, yeah, different Evo. So it is going to be Drill. I'm just going to Knight for the Drill. Good catch. And I'm a little bit worried. Yeah, Evo Bomber, exactly. So I'm going to go for this Tesla to kill the LP, then kill the Bomber. Beautiful. And I think we should be good. We're not actually good. I have to commit even more. So not a great matchup. Drill is pretty annoying for Xbow, but I'll show you guys how to beat it, because I usually do beat it against worse players especially. And I mean, he just spammed this entire bar at the bridge, essentially. So against a player like this, I should be okay. Also, he does have Evo Skellies. That helps me out quite a bit. Much more manageable than Evo Knight, that's for sure. So you can just ignore Drill and Log to only take 1 Goblin stab. You can even take 0 stabs if you play it right, but that's pretty tough to get, so that's fine. Now I'm going to Xbow. If he goes something in the back, he might lose right now. I'm going to Xbow Tesla. This is actually a good play in this matchup because they are forced to poison you out, excuse me. I'm going to kite this out of range as well. Nice little trick right here. And as you can see, we don't get a lock yet, but we're about to. Yeah, we get a lock. Nice. Because, as I said, you either outcycle them or you outplay them. That was an example of outplaying where you kite them out of range, whatever tank they have for your Xbow. Yeah. And it's a very nice, I don't know why I'm like choking on my own words here, but it's a very nice play you can make. That's what I'm trying to say. Now with this hand, I think I'll actually just do this. I'm going to Knight Xbow because he's kind of down on Elixir after that exchange, I feel. Tesla has not come down in time. Oh, but he does. I'm going to let this go. I think Evo Tesla would cook there, but I'm just going to be a bit patient and let it go. I think there's no real shame. You don't need to overcommit too much early on. Like I'm going to have plenty of opportunities to break through later on in the match. Really aggressive poison, by the way. I can definitely punish that. So I'm going to go Skeletons to kill the Tesla. Then I'm going to go for my Archer, or Xbow rather, with my Knight protecting. He's probably going to Evo Bomber line up. Oh, he just misses. Okay, well, that's just straight up GG. If he bombers, actually, I'll just Tesla preemptively to catch the bomber. Great catch. E-Spirit for the LP. And that's going to be GG. But I wish it wasn't this easy, guys, because I would have shown you guys how to beat Drill with this deck. Like, I have a nice game plan. It mostly centers around using your Evo Tesla. I'll go in again. I'll try and get a lock instead of just fireballing to show you guys that you can break through. You want to go really aggressive, basically, like Xbow, Knight to tank, keep the pressure up, force them to defend you. Okay, I'm going to fireball and not hit the tower, just try and get a lock to prove my point. And we get a lock, so there we go. Point proven, guys. GG, great win against Drill. So even if I didn't get that early lock, that would have been another lock. That might have been game winning, so hopefully that helps you guys with how to play it. But yeah, that was a great win, and that's going to be 10-0, so undefeated start, great start to the GT. I'm actually pretty proud of the games I played, honestly. I never played LavaHound, so that was kind of sketchy. And then the RG one, I also never play RG, really. I like it, I'm okay at it, but I never really play it, so I was really proud of that one as well. But this is a really good start. 10-0 is undefeated, and as I said, all these decks can do well. You know, this is a pretty bad matchup, I feel. He just didn't play it well. But Xbow has a lot of outplay potential, so if you're like me, you love Xbow, you love the archetype, I think you can do well in the GT, but again, I would advise that Bomber Bow deck over this 3.0 deck, at least with the current meta. But I just play 3.0 because I love it. But yeah, we have 3.0, we have RG, LavaHound, Drill, Giant. There's also Giant Pump in the meta, like another one that you guys can play. Probably pretty easy to find on royalapi.com. Pretty nice data analytics website for Clash Royale that I'm an official partner with as well. So feel free to give that website a look if you guys want more like inspiration or support for your deck building choices. But that's about it for the video, guys. 5 great wins. Honestly, very proud of today's video. I was really scared I would lose the RG game and also maybe the LavaHound game, but it worked out super well, so I'm grateful. That's about it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.